So you'll hear that again, and then you'll think, oh, I heard that before. There's a couple things you can look up on your own. You can think about these 10 points, and you can think about them.
Okay.
All right, you're welcome.
Leave it out there. Yes, it's a campus. You can tell someone this is really working. And then getting it. Okay.
Now, where are you going to hang that? That's what I want to know. Don't know yet, huh?
If this starts to lift, don't just put it back down. The only reason it's there is to keep it just a plastic sealant. It's a sheet of plastic to keep the glitter from coming off. Thank you very much.
Yes, yep. Anything that doesn't sell there.
I know, it sounds wacky, doesn't it? But I got evidence or I wouldn't be standing here.
Tell me more.
Okay, so we've got the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. And all these world organizations use the flat Earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. I don't think they want you to know it goes around the outside edge. Okay, if there is a sphere like this, then however far out you go, it has to drop. There has to be math for that. Okay, so here's the mathematical formula. 8 inches times a mile squared. That's a parabola. So here it is again. This is Chicago, across Lake Michigan. That's 60 miles. 60 miles. That's 2,400 feet. That's a 240-story building, which is higher than all these buildings in Chicago, and yet we can still see Chicago over there. Now, why is that? Okay, here's something, Caprea, 102 miles away in Italy. So why are we seeing so far? Well, when there's a reflection on a flat surface, and look, you can see the table right there, you get a line of reflection. But if it's on a curved surface, you only get a spot. This is reality. The reality is the oceans are flat, and they're all flat with each other. And that's 73% of the world. So with the remaining 27%, you cannot make it into a globe no matter how you bend it. So we are saying that with the surface is really flat. Now, they're hiding it from us. So why are they doing that? Well, if they can fool us, they can rule us. And this is a random event. The Big Bang, right? That's what they tell you. It comes from the Big Bang. So that's, like, I love the TV show Big Bang. I watch that all the time, but it's a random event. Something like this, where it's flat and there is a dome, and we know that by two things right off the top of my head. One is lightning sprites. If you ever look that up on YouTube, you can see them coming off the dome. The other one is the rainbow. You have to have a reflected surface to make the rainbow. These are all things you have to study and look into. I've been doing this 2 years now, and I still am looking into things. So, why do ships go over the curve? Well, perspective. You know those railroad tracks continue, but they never meet, or the train would crash. So why do they look like they come to a point? Well, that's how our eyes work. At a distance, they make things come to a point. Same thing with the horizon. It just goes into the horizon, into the vanishing line. That's why it looks like the ships disappear. And also, we can't see that far. If there's a fog, we can even see less. But we have P1000 cameras that can zoom in on those things and bring them right back into focus, those ships that are way off. So everything on the banners, you can type this in here, /begin, and you can take that along and you can watch this, watch it together and start saying, well, how does that, if there's something you don't understand, you have to look up that particular. I had to study this for 2 weeks. That's how thick-headed I was. I had to study this perspective thing because I'm there, no. But yeah. So you put all this stuff together. There's a working model. This is how it goes. The sun goes around us, okay? And there's Cancer, Equator, Capricorn, and the sun actually moves faster when it's in the south. It moves faster because it has a longer distance to travel around. And there's quantum physics that backs that up. Everything here is backed up. I am telling you, it's all backed up with other studies, scientific studies. So those are things that if you'll find all that, plus 2 other little videos. One is the time lapse of the sun, and the other one is refraction, which shows you why it looks like the sun goes down when it really doesn't. It just goes away. Look at NASA. This is what they put on their website. Tell me what's wrong with that picture. Look, same diameter. How come the United States is 2 different sizes? What are they doing to us? They get $52 million a day. What are they doing? Seems like they're just a mockery, right? And look, we have videos called Bubbles in Space. If you ever look that up, why would an air bubble go up the helmet of an astronaut if they're in the vacuum of space? Well, that makes sense if they're in a pool, but it doesn't make sense if they're in space. If they're in the ISS, the International Space Station, they could be in the Vomit Comet. You heard of that. It's a parabolic plane. Or they're on harnesses and wires, and we got tons of videos on that stuff. Tons. We have people who just look at those things in particular. We have a woman who found a fly on the ISS. So what's going on here? Why are we paying our school taxes for them to teach lies? Why are we paying this $52 million a day for this? Why? Well, if they can fool us, they can rule us. We'll believe anything they say. We'll ship up our healthy young men off to war, get them killed for nothing.
So this is the sun and moon movement here? Sun and moon movement here?
Yes. It goes around us, and the sun and moon are very close. Last week, NASA admitted that the moon was in our atmosphere. Now, what is our atmosphere? I don't think it's 238,000 miles away. In fact, I have been teaching, I go out to community college campuses, and I have been teaching that the sun is only 9.3 miles from the Earth. Now, am I exactly right? I don't know, but I think it's a whole lot closer than 93 million miles away. In fact, I have a video from a guy, a pilot, who took a video out of his cockpit. He can see the horizon all the way around. The moon's over here, and it's below the horizon. Over here, the sun is below the horizon. On his dashboard, you see it's 37,000 feet on his altimeter. That's like 7 miles. How can the sun be below 7 miles? So you figure that one out. I mean, there's a lot of questions here. That's what it has to be. It has to be below. So what do you say? I mean, I think this is true. I am sticking on this, and this is why I'm going out and giving people information. Let them decide for themselves. Did you ever hear of this, young man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
I always wondered if everybody got to the edge and started running clockwise, would it spin?
Yeah, you're really a funny guy, aren't you?
No, I'm serious.
No, you're not serious at all. See? So here we got, this is Antarctica. That holds in all the oceans. And we are not allowed to go and explore Antarctica because of the 1959 Antarctic Treaty, which prevents that. 53 countries are militarily protecting Antarctica. See? Just looking into it will make you smarter.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. I know, it sounds wacky. And I laughed the first time I heard it too. Then I heard it the third time and I said, there's got to be a working model. And I found one. And then I started saying, this makes more sense.
Why does it have to be a secret that it's flat?
Because if they can fool us, they can rule us. They can tell us anything, we'll believe it, and we'll do it. See, we trust our government. Maybe we shouldn't trust the government. See? I know, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, I know.
It was around a long time before we had government.
No. It was always flat. If you look into ancient cultures, they all have it as flat.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
Yeah, do you have the here? Look at this. If you type that in, you'll get the everything I have on the banners here, plus more.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Grab a couple of pamphlets.
Sure you can.
He does.
Hand them out.
Online, always looking at your stuff.
Awesome. Take as much as you want. I have more down below.
No, that's one of each.
Here, this is the guy who put all the Bible verses together. I don't know if you're a man of faith or not, but
Nope.
okay. Well,
Whatever. Take it anyway.
take it anyway. Yeah. See, actually, that's one of the things we think is they wanted to destroy the Bible because in order for government to be the ultimate authority, they have to get rid of the real one. So if they destroy this whole creation thing, then they're the ultimate authority, aren't they?
Yep.
And there is no creator, whoever that is.
See, I'm a strong believer. Everybody has their day and time when the time's up.
That's true.
And then every day I get out of bed, put my feet on the floor is a good day. That's it.
Yeah, so learn something new every day because that won't be the day you die.
Right.
See, if you don't learn something new, you're going to die.
Yep, you live one day at a time, live it like it's your last.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly
That's how
right.
I do it.
Good philosophy.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, were they going to take it? I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, she goes to, I go to
Do you have female family members here today?
Not, yeah.
No, not, okay, because I saw some tall women, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, I wonder if they're related.
It's a towel, but it's got the plastic towel. Rather than that, that they kind of like cut in half, so that's like.
You have a nice dad. Nice seeing you. He went back in the book.
Oh, these are this big. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Hey, did you ever hear this?
Yes, actually, you brought up a pamphlet for me to read, and I actually read it.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
And what'd you think?
Different.
Yeah?
A different perspective on it. I mean, I've never really thought about it either, but, you know, now that I actually had time to sit and think about it.
It could impact your life a great deal. Depending, it will help you to decide who to trust and, you know, what decisions to make for your life. You know, if you know the government is lying, then you can navigate that better, you know.
Zero-G planes, those were always a thing, so that always made me feel like they
yeah.
did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And the ones on the ISS, the women, they all have their hair straight up, and it doesn't like flow naturally like it does in the zero-G planes. So that was a clue. What are they doing on the ISS? Well, they put this stuff in their hair, like glue, and make it stick up. Yeah. See, you and I would never lie like that. You and I would be, you know, embarrassed to lie. But these people are like, they're like not human. They lost some of their humanity. So I just don't know. Did you ever look into these videos that I have on this?
No, but I have that upstairs as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that has 3 videos. One has all this on it.
Okay.
What's a major question? You have like a what is really like stumping you on it?
I would have to say space more so.
Yeah.
How is it? Like, you know.
Right. Right.
But how is it there?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I saw the one picture in the pamphlet of what was it? Oh.
Well, show me. Which one is it?
The
Oh yeah, the GoPro
yeah.
lens. Yeah, that makes it's a wide angle lens, and that makes everything curved. Even when they're down on the ground, it's the same curve. We have videos of that kind of thing. Well, how come it doesn't change? I mean, like, so yeah.
Yeah, it's just a flat plane.
Yeah, it is.
A regular.
And you know, the horizon is always at your eye level. No matter how high you go, it could be Mount Everest, it's always up here. You never look down.
Right.
So when you're up in an airplane, you're looking straight out, like there it is.
Yeah. And then when you're in a plane and you go on straight, you kind of just see.
It just keeps coming. Yeah. Yeah, and I have a video, a pilot took it out of his airplane cockpit. He took a video like this, and over here's the moon and the horizon. He follows it all the way around, and over here's the horizon, and the sun is underneath the horizon. So you know what that means? He comes back here and he says 37,000 feet on his altimeter. That's like 7 miles. So how can the sun be under the horizon at 37,000? That would mean the sun has to be less than 37,000 feet. Now, isn't that freaky?
That is freaky. Oh my God.
Yeah, you got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we got some pilots that are flat earthers, but they can't speak out. As a matter of fact, he calls himself Pilot LX. He puts these up anonymously. He would get fired.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
proven a point.
And we're looking into like jet planes, like the jet engines. They're perpetual. They don't need fuel. Where would they store the fuel? They say, oh, it's in the wings. Really? They would need like a truckload of fuel in each wing, or more than that. You know how much that weighs?
That's it there.
Those wings would be like touching the ground.
A good bit of tons.
So what is going on? It's really by compressed air. And when the air comes in, the turbine makes more compressed air while it's working. It's a fascinating study. This opens the door to a lot of stuff. Once you realize the government's lying, you start looking into other things, and you say, holy cow, holy cow. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's amazing. How long have you been doing this research for?
It was Easter of 17. So it'll be 2 years. So I'm working on my 3rd year. But I've been teaching this, like, I was itching to get out there and teach it. Because I know I can handle the teaching part of it. And I just had a love for humanity to tell them the truth. Because I know that lies will kill you. Truth will set you free. So if you don't have love in your heart to tell other people about this, like, who are you? What are you? So I had to come out and start telling people. And so we started the website, and I got the banners made. This is my 2nd set of banners. I had other ones that are 3 foot tall, 6 foot long, and we take them down to Ocean City. We were there 3 times last year, Ocean City. Went to Times Square, New York, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, Center City, Philadelphia. We just like go. We go, go, go. And it's awesome. So we also have meetups in Quakertown. So I'm having one on the 24th at the Proper Brewery. So if you can make it, on Facebook, it's Flat Earth PA on Facebook. So if you just look there and you feel like coming out, yeah, come join us.
Sure, check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love this. My dad was a math teacher, and he was a pilot in the Navy. And I dated a pilot who owned an airport. I used to look really nice when I was young. And I flew like every week with him. And he had a helicopter. And so it was like awesome. Like, wow, you know, I can see what's going on. But I didn't realize it at that time till somebody like said, well, wait a minute. I'm there, yeah, okay. I'll think about it.
Well, good luck with the rest of your research.
Thank you. I'm Marilyn.
Cody.
Cody, nice to meet you.
Thank you for
doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, he went that away.
That one's not finished yet. I have no idea where to go with that. Yeah, it's pretty That's what my friend Andrew drew.
What a cutie.
I don't know where I'm going with that one. That one's a set.
12. Now we're to go. We're doing good. Oh. I missed the chair.
Everybody loves that one.
I don't, but I'm only, I would say I'm volunteering. And we made it go a base, but not too much. Yeah.
That's my friend's car.
Yeah, half the one half of
That's anatomy. Yeah. There's clear choice in anatomy. That's, and if you look at it, it can go both ways.
Oh, really?
Up or down.
I have one and I'm not working out. Yeah.
Oh, you do have to look. I got all these.
I like your coat.
Thank you.
I'm a horsey girl.
When I got down here, I was like, man, I want some. He's like, what? He's like, okay, so there's this guy up there who's in this coat. He's got spiky. He's like, yeah, you don't go and search for all yes. That one's like that. I don't know if you know where downstairs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have face. Face. Nice of you. That one's on it. Make sure you're
Oh, great. That's good. That's good. Every third Saturday. So if I make it back. Yeah. Please do. Yes. I know. Well, glad we get both people so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming. All right. Have a good day.
Actually, I just started a couple of months ago. No. That was the first one I did. I did it on my sister's bike.
Hi. She waved at me from way down there. What a cutie. Very friendly.
Right.
So this is something that you guys should know as a young family, that our government doesn't always tell us the truth.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
So you got to look into these. There's 10 things in here that'll make you think, do we really live on a spinning ball, or is it something else, like a flat surface? And here, this is the best map we have. This is North Pole's in the center, and Antarctica actually goes around the outside edge.
I was going to say the United Nations symbol.
Exactly right. Because look, right there it is. See? But you know what? They leave off Antarctica. They don't want you to know it goes around the outside edge. See? He's a smart guy. So look.
Planes don't fly in a direct, straight direction.
Oh my gosh, you looked into this. Wait a minute. You come on. You looked into this already.
Even the conspiracy theories.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. 100%. If you type this in, don't go to YouTube, but just type that whole thing in and you get everything on the banners. I have, and then there's 2 other little videos. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. 9/11, the whole thing. They are lying to us big. No, you got to trust him because he knows. There's some people that just like know. They have this sense.
Oh yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Innate.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't believe everything you see on TV. Trust.
TV, the big tell lie vision.
Oh, I know.
They are telling you a lie through your vision.
Programming.
It is. And so was this. You see this on the kindergarten teacher's desk.
Really?
Are you young? I mean, you're a tiny little kid. Are you going to say, that's a lie? No, you're not going to buck the teacher. Your parents said, you pay attention and you get good grades. So we didn't know. But now we're old enough. Yes. So look into this and really just think about it.
I'm awake, so I'm full awake.
Were you a flat earther, though? But you didn't say that.
I'm awake.
Okay, good job. You're a cutie.
She will be awake too.
I hope she gets it. All right, have a good day.
My mom won't let me move out because she has to pay my bills when I move out. I'm like,
Oh my god, that like makes my brain worry.
my eyes started bleeding.
Yeah.
Good luck on that one. Good luck on that one.
Hi.
Bibles, yes. We have a couple.
Okay.
I don't know if there's.
I did it upside down.
So, trying lots of things.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to use
I mean, I have one, but like, I can't.
inflict pain.
Oh, man.
Why not? Thank you.
And it's not just by classroom, but her
Yeah, I spent.
Here's the one set for $15 per dollar. And then all those back there were the ones for 25
But there are pictures that I do have that water tolerated.
Yeah.
Do you think we could use one of those boxes? Oh, that'd be sweet. I have a feeling she's gonna pick 20.
You know what, that's the kind of thing where like, you can use your hand.
Yeah, just for now, it's fine. That's fine.
I have more that are back here. I just don't have time. Oh, there goes the rest of
He's a
Nora.
reader.
That's good. And please, if you have ones that you've gone through, please donate. See that? Love Julie's copy. We're here. This is our usual book sale $3 third Saturday, but since they were having this before,
It's for the library.
Yeah, just go to us.
and then these are all going to be laid out.
It's all, we're raising money for the library. Yeah, I mean, if we were selling it, maybe, but we're selling it to the library.
Don't care if they're stacked up.
No,
I always try to put them in order by author.
Thank you.
that's fine, thank you. It's a penguin, you put change in.
Here we go.
Give me a penny to try, what do you say?
You're welcome.
Can you read?
They're going to be like this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Yep, everything on the shelves, everything.
I just got them because they were all the same place. These would be 50 cents each.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, this one is.
I like that one.
Just say 50 cents.
Yeah, I got them. But somebody already looked it up.
That's over here.
Plus, then she wants to
I can get another pair.
That's ridiculous.
Carry these out.
That one was like
I bet you got enough money to buy it.
They need to bring the price to the table down.
You know, it's
Especially then if it's I knew that's what they do with
Interested in science? Interested in science?
Always.
Oh,
School I was, yeah.
always? Can I teach you something?
What are you going to teach me?
Well, if we live on a ball, then there has to be a formula for how far out you go, it has to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the formula we have is 8 inches times a mile squared. That's a parabola when you square the miles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we have Chicago across 60 miles of Lake Michigan, and that should be hidden under 2,400 feet.
Yeah, they should be falling off, right?
Yeah, it should be hidden down there below, and it's not. So why is that? Why isn't it over the curve?
Because no matter how you go this way, it's never a curve. The curve's always out there.
Really? How about that there is no curve?
Well, if it's a ball, yeah. If you look at the Earth from the satellite, it is a ball.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How about if there is no satellites?
Well, there's a satellite, though, showing it.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what if there isn't? And what if we see that because it's really a flat surface?
Yeah, it's all flat. No matter where we go on the Earth, it's flat.
So is it a sphere or is it not?
I don't know. I didn't listen to all of that.
Is it a ball or is it flat?
No, it's round. It's a ball.
It's a ball, but it's flat because we can see this far.
Yeah.
We can see farther. There's 102 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that? Maybe it's something called perspective, that we really can't see that far. See, then you have the ships going over the curve.
Then you can't see the ships either. Well, the ships are going over the curve when
Yeah,
they're out of sight.
look at this. But you know what that is? It's really the vanishing point. The ships are going in such a distance. But when they disappear, we have a camera now called the P1000. And we can zoom in on that ship and bring it right back into focus. So how can that happen if it's over the curve? It can't. So it has to be just far away. And we zoom in on it.
Yep.
So that means it's really a flat surface. It's not a curve. It doesn't go away over the curve.
And if I go out far enough, I could fall off, right?
No, because look, there's Antarctica.
Right.
And that's what's holding in all the oceans.
Yeah.
You see, all these world organizations, they know it's a flat plane because they all use the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. We live in a realm. It's actually a functioning, enclosed unit. And it operates like a torus field. Our plane is in here. Electricity comes out of the North Pole, which causes the aurora borealis, like neon lights. Comes up and around. It goes through the filament of the sun, which is very close and small. Then it goes through the moon, which is also, but that's negatively charged. Sun is positive, moon negative. So then it goes around and down at Antarctica. Where it goes after that, I don't know, but it comes back up out of the North Pole.
Yeah, but if we wouldn't be round, we wouldn't have day and night.
Oh yeah, we would. Because look,
we rotate,
this is the model. What happens is, it's on like a tether.
Yeah.
And that, you can look up quantum physics and you'll find that that is a viable alternative for this. It comes around Cancer, And then it comes out and goes to the equator, and then goes out and goes to Capricorn. When it's in Capricorn, it is much faster, like it's on a tether.
Yeah.
Okay? Now it's coming back, and March 21st it'll be on the equator again. And then it'll come in here to Cancer again. And that's how it perpetually goes. That's the model.
That's where I'm at, Cancer. I think March, right?
That's astrological. This is what it looks like. See, the sun only illuminates, since it's very close, within 100 miles. I say it's like 10 miles from the surface, and it's very small. That's what I teach. And then we have to look at that. Well, how far can the light be seen? If it's close to the Earth, how far can we see the light? See, all these things are very different from what we were taught in school.
Right.
Do you get on the computer at all?
No,
Okay.
I got more to do than go on the computer.
Okay, well then here are 10 things that you can look at and think about.
Yeah, because that's altogether different than I was.
Yeah, I was taught the same thing you were.
Yep.
I bet I'm as old as you. I'm 63.
I'll be 80 the 22nd.
Oh, you look wonderful.
I'll be 80 the 22nd. So that's what I mean.
You look wonderful.
Yeah, I'll be 80.
Yeah, I know.
22nd of March.
All this is different, and NASA is lying to us. Because look, that's the stuff they put up on their...
Yeah, on NASA.
It's different. It's NASA. They're lying.
Well, that's what I was telling you. NASA shows it's round.
Yeah, and they're lying. See, we got to think. Got to think.
It's been many, many years since I've been in school.
But the government would never lie to us, would they? I know. Everybody laughs when I say that.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, I would think about this a couple of times and talk about this.
I mean, the more people were hired